So, another day, another caravan. I'm Jonathan from Caravan Source, and here on this channel we're trying to help you make informed decisions when buying used caravans and trying to help you out on your caravanning adventures. If you own or are thinking about owning a Bailey, Alu-tech Pegasus Unicorn Orion, then check out what we've got to say coming up. So just like in our other videos, we've talked about the problems with Bailey pageants, senators, rangers, and things like that with water ingress. We also get offered Bailey Orions and Pegasuses, and similarly with the senators, there's certain areas of concern that we always look to. With the Alu-tech construction Baileys, there are also problem areas that we always look to, and that is, as you may or may not know, the floor. Now, the question remains, do Bailey deliberately make these caravans to have problems with the floor so that they don't last forever? Because with the Alu-tech design, it was marketed that this was going to be the solution to all of your damp problems. They've got rid of the timber construction in the walls, they've got rid of the timber wallboard, and instead they've replaced it with fiberglass and an aluminium frame. So surely that means that there's not going to be any more damp seeping into the woodwork of the caravan, causing smells and problems. There's one thing they forgot to change: the floor. They've still put a wooden floor in the caravan. They've got fiberglass internal walls, aluminium frame, aluminium external skin with plastic trims, and then they've put a wooden floor in it. So straight away they had problems with water seeping into the floor. They had countless warranty claims of water seeping into the floor, and that's continued now since the Alu-tech structure change. I'm going to show you this caravan right in front of me to demonstrate. But the other day I was offered a 2010 Bailey Pegasus 2-berth, and straight away I got underneath and I checked the condition of the floor, and sure enough, all four corners of the caravan had damp, and it needed £1,000 spent cutting away and reboarding the floor. And so we've been asked to sell this Bailey Unicorn Cadiz, and it's a 2015, and it's done less than 200 miles in its life. It is inside like brand new. However, when you look at the floor underneath, that's a different story. One side's fine, but the other side, the corner, from what we can tell, the drainage channel has blocked with dirt, and instead of allowing the water to run away from the floor, it's causing the water to remain and get trapped under the floor and is rotting through the wooden floor. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. This is a familiar story when looking under these Alu-tech caravans. You've got a wooden floor here, which is bolted onto the walls inside the caravan, and you've got this lovely white mould growing here, and the reason for that is because this floor is damp. It is wet, and the problem is there's this, I don't know if you can quite see, but this is like a cellophane like cover underneath here. Focus on that. Come on, phone, you can do this. There's a cellophane cover under here, and that's supposed to sort of protect the corner from getting damp, but actually what's happened is the drains seem to have got blocked in this caravan, and the water is just sitting underneath this plastic here and is rotting the floor. So this needs repairing. This is, as I say, I know it's 5 years old, but it's done less than 200 miles, and it's going to be repaired. Originally, a lot of the problems with these Bailey caravans with the Alu-tech construction came on the front end, where you've got a strip of lights in the grab handles, and the factories wouldn't put enough sealant where the cable goes through, obviously down to be powered when the lights are on, and water would seep through the handle, you'll see inside the gas lockers and the side lockers physical watermarks where the water's been running down to inside the floor of the locker and then would pool underneath the plastic trays and rot through the floor. But similarly, you do get problems on the back end of these Caravans. You get problems with the around the wheel arches, and that seems to be blocked or defective water runoff channels, or it could be, you know, normal kind of problems on the roof where the caps are, where the rails are, water getting in there, running down the inside or through the middle of the walls and rotting through the floor. So to conclude, Bailey Alu-tech Caravans have not solved the water ingress problems of Caravans. You know, I get asked all the time, which manufacturer would you buy? Which one's the best? Well, I don't actually know the answer to that. However, would I buy a Bailey Alu-tech Caravan? I like Bailey Caravans as a rule, I do. I think the finish in them, the look of them is among some of the best Caravans on the market. Would I buy one? I would. Only if I was confident that it didn't have water ingress problems. And to be honest, all you have to do is go around underneath the Caravan looking, inspecting and damp testing the floor. It's not that difficult. It's actually easier than with a normal Caravan where you have to go around all the Caravan damp testing it. You cannot damp test the inside of a Bailey Alu-tech Caravan. You can damp test the floor, but you've got a vinyl cover on the floor which makes it difficult. You can damp test underneath the Caravan all the way around. And if the floor needs repairing, it's not tens of thousands of pounds by any means. You know, you're talking maybe £300 a corner, £500 a corner at the most, depending on how bad the damp is. But really, the problem has to be resolved. The cause of the problem has to be resolved, and then you can rest assured that for the foreseeable future, the damp isn't going to continue.
If you've enjoyed this video and found it helpful, why not click subscribe? Why not even hit the bell notification icon, and you'll get a notification when we upload other similar content in future.